All right, so Black Studios, we got Denzel,
Yo.
we got E-Fluent, and we got my man Movie Mike.
What's going on, guys?
He's been helping me, honestly, set up for this pretty much the whole time. Glad we finally got you guys on.
Hell yeah.
Like, it's been a minute. It's been a long minute.
Yeah, it's good to be here, man.
So, like I said, I was just watching the short film you put out, The Clay Wife. Like, what was the inspiration for that?
So the inspiration, it was like a high idea I had. It's just like you're sitting on the shitter and like those ideas just flood your mind. But I had just got done watching Pan's Labyrinth, and there was this little gag in the scene where they put the root under the bed and put milk in it and stuff.
Yep.
I was just thinking about the magic in that, and I wanted it to correlate with like clay. So I gave this clay magical properties. I only wrote down like a paragraph of what I wanted it to be, and then I
Just grew.
just grew from there. Like I told a buddy about it, he loved it, and he wrote the script for it, and it became what it was, you know. So my buddy Red, he took it from there and he adapted it into the screenplay it became. But yeah, man, it came a long way.
I liked it.
So,
I enjoyed it.
for those who haven't seen it, could you give us like a brief summary of what it's about?
Yeah.
Hold up 1 second. You thought of that shit, bro? I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, man.
No, good job, man. That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
Good
thanks,
job.
man.
Congratulations. I didn't realize that. See, I'm learning shit too.
Hey, every day, man.
Yeah. So what did you ask?
Just what, like a brief summary of like what the movie is about.
The movie's about this clay box that has magical properties, and whatever you mold with the clay comes to life for one whole day.
Okay.
So whatever you desire, really, you could bring to life anything. And this guy chose to bring his wife back to life. And it's a movie about closure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got that vibe at the end.
Yep.
When you were talking about, when the husband was talking about, like, oh, I'll be your angel, I'll be this, and I'll be that.
Right.
I'll be there at your, like, watch you make your biggest mistakes and watch you, like, do your biggest successes and everything. Like, that's the vibe I got, was closure.
Yeah, he was like not living his life because of this trauma. So having this 24 hours to have closure with his wife, it allows him to move on to better things and build that relationship with his son, you know?
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll definitely happen.
It's pretty
Yeah,
deep.
man.
And I watched the music video, too. Matt killed that.
Yeah,
Did you film that, too?
I filmed the video. I do owe Matt an apology. I got the name wrong of the song. It's actually called The Wave, not Into the Wave, but that's forever burned into the YouTube metaverse. So
Yeah.
I apologize for that, man. It'll never happen again. But yeah, I shot the video and pieced the whole story together to kind of fit the narrative.
That's sick.
Yeah, man.
That's super sick.
Hell yeah.
So what you been doing in the studio?
Oh, me? I actually had an album come out a couple of days ago. Broken Kings 2 with Recognize Real. He's a producer from Queens. I've been working with him for a long time, probably like 10 years, maybe even more. He's one of the best in the underground, you know. He has lots of accolades. He produces for all kind of cats that are, you know what I mean, kind of famous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's nasty. I mean, he's one of the best. So it was our second album together, and I wrote it all in 2021, in the summer of 2021. COVID hysteria was going on. It was wild. I was working at Binghamton University, and it was like the worst shit I'd ever seen in my life. Like, people had just lost their minds. The higher education people were like,
yeah, that's
it
a
was the
fact.
craziest shit I'd ever seen. They were treating us, the unvaxxed, I mean, but just basically everyone, they were just treating us like prisoners. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. I've been working jobs my whole life. So while that was going on, I wrote this. Like, while I was working there. I wrote this shit in between suspensions. They were suspending me all the time, suspending me for not wearing a mask outside by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was fucking crazy.
Ridiculous.
And I just think that they're the worst scumbags on the planet. And I think higher education, totally. Like, I went to college a long time ago. Now I'm 35. But I went to college when I was fucking 18 and 19. I went to BCC. It was fun, you know. It was what college was supposed to be, I thought, you know. And then fast forward later, I'm working on this big campus on BU. And it's the fucking worst place I've ever stepped foot in. It was terrible. So anyway, while that shit was going on, I made this album, and it's basically about how crazy everyone was. Because I don't think we should ever forget that. We can forgive and move on, and we should, but we should never forget, because we should never let that shit happen again.
Yeah,
all that craziness, all that. You know, don't let the unvaccinated leave their houses. Crazy shit
That's
like
pretty
that was
fucking
happening.
crazy.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
So I made that album. It's kind of like a time capsule of then, you know. And it took forever to come out. Denzel knows how it works. I make an album and shit, and I got other shit lined up in head, and with the release schedule, it just takes forever.
Yeah.
So it didn't come out till now. But it's how, you know, it's selling pretty well. People are buying. I pressed out CDs. People are buying them. Shout out to everybody buying CDs. Where's the camera? Where do I look? Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Shout out to everybody buying CDs. You know, I'm mailing them out myself, and people seem to enjoy it. It's got some decent reviews so far, so, you know, hopefully everybody likes it.
Yeah, man. We shot the video for one of the singles on there too.
Oh, yeah. We shot a video a couple months ago for that. Movie Mike and Me, man. I think, how many videos do we got together?
At least, yeah, man, like, it's past a dozen.
Yeah, we got lots.
Yeah, man. It's been like
That's
a
fire.
video every year since 2010.
That's fire.
Yeah, we got lots.
That's super fire. That's a long time.
I actually met E in college. I was going back for the second time, and him and I had a class together, and he ended up giving me a mixtape. Oh, man. I just became an instant fan, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just never heard anything like it locally or just even on a bigger scale. It was just lyrical as fuck.
My shit back then was a little different. It was a little harder, you know what I mean? But it's all about where you are in life when you write it, you know?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a
When I
fact.
was young, I was just hungry. Now I'm just over it all. You know, because I've done some things in rap music, you know? Like, I've been places, and I realized that the shit's all fake. And none of it's real, bro. Once you meet these people that are supposed to be big shots or whatnot, and they're all, you know, they're doing fucking drugs, like real drugs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking
OD.
disgusting. It's disgusting, dude. Like, it's all fake. So now I'm trying to, like, I still love to make music because it makes me feel good, you know? Like, it's all I know. So I'm still gonna do music, but, like, I don't even pursue, like a rap star career, you know?
Right.
This shit is just because I saw what it is, you know?
Yeah, no, because I heard you were talking about, I think it was the Live It Up video that I was watching where you were talking about, like, the negativity of drugs and everything in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I just saw a bunch of wild shit. Like, I went out to Cali and to open up for these upstate New York rappers, because basically everywhere but Binghamton blew up a couple years ago. Not now, that wave's gone now, but it was like, once Griselda got big, it was like anybody from fucking Rochester,
Yeah,
Buffalo,
like 38
Albany,
Special Benny.
anybody
Love
from
them.
up there was, you know, people were fucking with them. So this DJ, shout out to 187, he brought me out to Cali to do a show, and it's all New York cats, you know what I mean? Everybody.
Yeah.
And most of us, it was our first time in Cali, I imagine. And I just saw, like, what it really was. There's a couple real cats. Shout out to Jamal Gasol. He was a real dude. There's a couple real dudes, but, like, the headliners, the people, you know, they're looking for heroin to sniff. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, it was cornball shit, dude. It's like, how you gonna rap like this and that, but you're really a fiend? And that's most of the
Yeah.
industry. I found out, you know, and I had to go out there to find that shit out. And now, you know, everything I grew up thinking it was one way, but it really wasn't. So that's why I don't give a fuck. I don't have no respect for these rappers, bro. Like, especially after COVID, and they're telling me I need to go get a test or I need a fucking pass to go to their show. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the most anti-American thing I ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
Ever.
I missed most of that. I was actually in treatment when everything shut down.
Good.
Like
That's
court,
good.
like court mandated.
That's good.
I
though,
didn't wanna
because
go,
You didn't
but-
have to deal with the bullshit though. At least.
Yeah,
You didn't
nah.
have to see people lose their integrity and their morals and their spines.
Exactly.
And I did, and I have no respect for any of these rappers. I will spit in their face, bro. I swear. I'm not talking about local rappers and shit. I'm talking about big time. You know, people with a voice that could have did something and they didn't do nothing. You know, that shit just. That's kind of what Broken Kings 2 is also about. Like, you know, standing up for yourself and your other people and doing the right thing. Because I didn't see none of that, bro.
I believe that.
Fact.
Shit
What
sad.
got you into hip hop music actually?
Well, back in the day, way back in the day, I didn't have no cable at my house. We didn't have no money. I didn't have no cable. And I'd go to my grandfather's in Saratoga Terrace, shout to the South Side. And he had cable and shit. He had all the channels. So when I was like 5, 6, I would watch MTV. MTV was the shit in the mid-'90s, in the early '90s and whatnot. Played music all the time. So, like, the first shit I remember really liking was the Biggie video, what is it, Big Papa? The shit where he's, like, in a jacuzzi with the broads, and it's just, it is the shit. I knew right then that the rap was real. I was probably 7. I had listened to it earlier, but, like, that's when I knew. And then the old Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg videos, where they're, you know what I mean? There's probably 3 or 4 of them that were just so incredible. So I knew right then, 92, 93, that I loved that shit. But I was just some fucking poor white kid, you know what I mean? I didn't have nobody to really bring me into that culture. And then I got a little bit older, and by the time I was 12, I was like doing rock and roll shit. I was real good at drums. I was always real rhythmic. So basically, as you get a little older, I was doing rock and roll, and I realized, like, I relate more to rap music because instead of crying, like, rock and roll was always crying over girls, oh yeah, and rap was like, fuck this, get this money, and let's you know, and they'll come to you when you get the money and all that. So that's what I would think. I was young, you know, and I'd start writing my little raps, my little bullshit, and basically I'd go to parties, keg parties, bullshit like that, and kids would want me to rap, so I would just do it.
I was gonna ask, were you the one that had your homie by the neck just freestyling into?
Nah. That was Grizz. Grizz used to pull that shit, bro. We'd be at the club. Me and Busy and Grizz would be at the club, and this motherfucker would want to pull us in. There's girls, there's things around, but he wanted to get his raps off. Shout to him. But yeah, that was him back
Everybody
then.
got that one friend.
That was him back in those days. But nah, like, I would freestyle battle. Back in the day, that was what would happen at parties. Eminem was famous too back then. I don't fuck with that shit now, but like, he was an influence on everybody.
On everybody.
Whether they want to say it or not.
We talked about that
You know?
with these kids from Ithaca.
Yeah.
About like how like after like 2010, it's like.
It's just so sad how Eminem fell off. Like, he was one of the greatest ever, obviously, and like then I hear him doing songs about gun control and shit like that,
man.
and it's like, bro, you are doing the wrong thing, bro. Like, you on the wrong path.
He almost shot his baby moms, bro. Like he could like.
Yeah. He got no business talking like that, and, you know, feeding that poison to the community. But anyways, he was an inspiration to me, just like everybody else in my generation when I was young. So we would freestyle battle at parties and wild out, and eventually it led to some recording. You know, when I met Movie Mike in college, I also met a cat named Adasa Tarek, and you know, we were 18 years old at BCC, and the teachers gave us a closet. Put us in a fucking closet and let us record our shit. So that's when I started doing it. And since then, I've been to, you know, every studio there is in this area and all around the fucking country. I've been everywhere. Not everywhere.
Once
but
this
a lot of
side's
places.
done, you gotta hit this side.
Absolutely, bro. I was looking at it. That shit looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
you gotta come hit this side.
What, when you think you got an ETA?
I
or
mean,
what?
that's technically my boy's side. Like, that's my business partner. Shout out Cavelli. But he's I don't know. He stays super busy.
Right.
He's like running like a mile a minute every second in his head. Like,
Right now, I record with a dude Movie Mike put me onto. His name is Will Slater.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good homie. Shout to him. He's a veteran and stuff too. so it's cool to give him work. You know what I mean? I like try to help out the vets as much as I can, help anybody out.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy and he's a funny cat too. Like I have a good time with him. So he's been recording me for the last 2 years, I think.
Nice.
We made a lot of music.
That's dope.
We put out a lot of shit.
That's super dope.
He doesn't help with my addiction to gambling though, because he lives out in fucking Nichols and it's right next to the goddamn casino.
Right next to Tioga
So
Downs.
it's like every time I go out there, it's like shit. Because I'm not going out there for any other reason. It's like, oh well, it's right there, 5 minutes away. Maybe I'll go win all this money I just spent back. And it's like, nah, I usually lose it all. That's the addiction though. Gambling really got me. Gambling is my shit. I've tried it all back in the day. I used to drink a lot. I'd, try to dabble in this and that. But gambling, whew, that's my one. You guys like to do it? Do any of you do it?
I'm personally not a fan. I think I've been to the casino one time, and I lost a small amount of money, and I was very upset after I left and decided that it was not for me.
You don't take me as a gambler. Definitely not. That's good. That's a good thing. What about you guys?
Like, I mean, I used to have to drag my homie's neck away from the baccarat table because he was losing everything, and it's like.
So you've been in it.
Yeah.
So, Movie Mike.
Because that was when we were like 18 and we were like selling mad bud, and it's like, bro, you're blowing our re-up right now. Not even that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh, I definitely know what you mean.
I actually want to give it a shot though. I was at this. It was a party for like what was a flapper? You know what flappers are? Like the back in the day, the older generation. So it was a party theme based around that, and they had roulette there, and I learned how to play that shit, man.
Yeah.
I actually want to go fuck around at the casino, see if I can win, man.
Let's go. We'll go.
Yeah, I feel like we don't play these
That would be
games
dope.
because we don't understand them, but now that I fucking know how to do it, man, I'm ready to win some money.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
My girl found a roulette strategy on YouTube, and we started doing it at the casino, and it fucking wins all the time. Like it doesn't win you a lot, but like it almost never loses you money.
Yeah, wait till security comes around and kicks you out, carries you out.
The eye in the sky, remember?
Yeah, for real. That's
Fucking
what it is.
always casino.
Yeah. Oh man, I was just watching that the other day. That's a classic.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
They don't make. That's another. We was talking earlier. That's another 3-hour joint that I'll sit through.
Yeah.
All day I'll sit through that one.
Speaking of like movies again, you got any plans for the future? Like anything in the works?
Yeah, you hear it here first.
Ooh, exclusive.
So we're writing an anthology film. It's going to be a feature film that has 5 different horror short films in it.
Oh wow.
And they all
sounds
tie
sick.
to this house.
Get out of here. Those are my favorite kind of horror movies, bro.
pretty
What
cool.
are you doing? You in my head, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Those are my favorites, like VHS type shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, them shits are good.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. In the next few months, we've got 3 or 4 films dropping. We're just going to keep smacking the algorithm with them. And then we're working on a TV show right now called Into the Unknown. It's a ghost hunting show. So that's another thing we got lined up. We got a lot lined up, but none of it's fully developed yet. So I don't want to speak on all of it yet. But, man, it's going to be an exciting year for me. I mean, everybody.
Yeah. That's a busy
that'll be
year,
dope.
bro.
Hell yeah.
That's super dope. That sounds awesome.
Thanks, man.
That sounds super awesome.
Now you got me all hyped up.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need some soundtrack work on any of them joints.
You ever been to the Psych Center, like up on the east side of Binghamton, up on the hill?
The state board? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been there, but I'd love to investigate that place, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, there's a spot if you turn and you go up, and it's just the woods.
Yeah.
And the sign says, "Here lies," I think it's like 4,000, almost 4,100 people, and like unmarked graves, all that.
Really? It's
Yeah.
a grave site?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for all kinds of stuff
I
like
can
that.
show you. I can show you right where that is.
Yeah, I would definitely love to check that out, man. This Friday, we're going to be doing an outdoor investigation in the woods up in Syracuse. Freaky shit happens, man. Like, we always catch something pretty cool happening. I don't know about outside, man. It seems like a spirit would be able to just get the fuck out of the woods or something. But
Right, you'd think.
if they're still there, you know, I hope we get something.
Yeah, and if it's something nasty, just antagonize it a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I've been in that psych ward before, bro. The one on the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Me and my man and these two girls was the craziest shit. One of the craziest things I've ever done. We climbed the fucking fence, and then you go up there, and there's these big ass doors. They're locked, of course. You can't get in, you know. We walk around the side. There's a fire escape. I swear to God, there's one step missing. We climb up through that one step. Now we're up on the fire escape. We walk up to the top. There's one door. We're like, fuck it, give it a try. Shit opens up. We go in there, bro. It was the craziest shit ever. The girls, this was a long time ago. They put it on. I remember they put it on the Facebook. Me and my man, it was busy. We were worried that we didn't want to get caught going in there. It's illegal and shit. I'll talk about this now because it was forever ago.
nah, yeah, that's
And we didn't do nothing. But anyway, we go up in there. We're investigating and shit. And it was crazy. There had been other people in there. There was this one room with a chalkboard, and everybody like wrote their names. The last fucking year that we found was like '98 though, or something.
Oh,
like,
shit.
yeah, dude. So no one had been in there in a while. In some of the rooms, it looked like a fucking tornado hit them. Like you walk into a classroom, and all the chairs, all the desks are like smashed up against the wall on top of each other in weird configurations. You know what I mean? Like they've been thrown over. Bro, it was crazy. We were real drunk, so we weren't scared. I think, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, all of our phones like started dying, and the last girl's phone was just about dead. She was the dumbest one out of all of us too. And she, all of a sudden, fight or flight hit, and she took over, and she got us out of that motherfucker.
Oh,
we
nice,
we couldn't remember where the door was to get to,
Yeah.
and like,
yeah, nah, we went out. We went in there in 8th grade.
Oh,
Me and
yeah?
a couple of my homies. Yeah, like
No shit.
we kicked a window in in the bottom. Were you with us when we went to the Masonic Temple?
No, but I wish I was though.
yo, what's up with that?
That was crazy.
I always wanted to go in there. What's
That
up
was
with that?
crazy.
Yeah, man.
Now I guess they're making it into apartments, but
Oh no shit.
back then when we went in, like my boy Afro, rest in peace, he took like a flag from there, it was like a Masonic flag. He would just wear it all the time. Like, you remember that thing?
Yeah, didn't he end up having bad luck behind that?
Yo,
I mean-
I wouldn't fucking doubt it, bro.
Right. If
Yeah,
you look
man.
if you look at how everything went down at the end.
'Cause I know people were
Probably.
telling him to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still up at his mom's in the attic. Honestly,
That's
And
wild.
if she knows
you
it's
should
there,
ask Chris about that.
that'd be a good question.
Yeah.
That's wild, yo. I never been in there, but I always, you get weird vibes from that place. Just
Oh
looking at
yeah.
the
Nah,
motherfuckers,
because
yo.
they had found a couple of bodies in there too,
Oh, I bet.
like a while ago.
I believe that.
It's kind of like some Chris and Snoop shit from The Wire. You could put bodies up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of them
Staple it
spots.
shut.
Yep. It's one of them spots. Yo, that's one of the worst places in Bing, that area. That bus stop right there. I'll go when I get out of work and go fill my car up with gas at that speedway. And you will always see some sketchy ass shit at that bus stop, bro. Like, just anything you think that's crazy, you'll see there. It's weird. It's a weird spot. And it's right next to that building, you know what I mean? That building's right there.
It's definitely got weird energy.
Yeah. Whole
You got
fucking town does.
Yeah, you
know?
got everybody sitting outside the Legion, like
Uh-huh.
angrily asking you for cigarettes.
Yeah.
Basically threatening you. It's like, bro, I ain't
You owe it
smoked
to
a yeah, it's like, bro, I ain't even smoked a bogey in 10 years. Like,
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Shit is wild in that little area, yo. It is the Twilight Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Don't ever let nobody lie to you. Like, this shit is haunted, big time.
I believe that.
Yeah, I've had some people tell me that it's almost like a satellite for negative energy.
Bro, it's very hard to overcome it. I've been going through it myself. I try to do positive things. That way, it offsets it, But it don't matter. There's so much bad shit trapped here. Like,
Yeah.
my little niece, she's like old enough to drive now, so I give her my car. I never had nobody give me shit, so you know what I mean? Figure, fuck it. That's the only, I don't got no family really, so I give her, that's all I got. I give her a car. So I buy myself a Cadillac. I always wanted a nice one. I get a nice old one, the shit's fire. As soon as I get it, nothing but problems. The shit's cursed.
yeah.
In the shop, finally get the shit out, driving it down Riverside Drive, which is definitely haunted. That's fucking, that's right near where Rod Serling is from. He's from the west side over in that area. Right near there, fucking, I rear-ended Broad. Even my fault, I smashed on my brakes and the shits just give out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So now I smashed the front of it. Now it's gonna be thousands of more dollars, you know what I mean? Just to try to have a nice summer and floss for the summer. And it's all that negative shit. That's why I woke up today and I just said, I told my girl, I gotta have some drinks today.
Yeah.
I need a mental health day, you know what I mean? Too much negative bullshit. I try to do something positive and it'll fight back. You just gotta keep fighting with more positive shit though. That's all you can do.
Yeah, no, that's all you can do.
Take it a day at a time.
Real hard though. It's easy to say that while I'm sitting here drunk.
Right.
You know what I mean? But actually doing it is the hard part.
That's a fact. Trust me, I know how that be. I mean, I was out in the streets for like 4 years.
Damn, bro.
Shooting up, bro. Like, I got to the point of like,
Yeah, so you
people didn't even recognize me. Most people wouldn't be around me. Like, it's not like I never stole nothing or anything. It was just like, there's a chance that Jeff might die again.
Yeah, you just
like,
fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm glad I come here today because my little bullshit problems ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I need to hear something like that, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, nah.
Because that's real problems. That's real struggle.
It's possible to get out of that.
Right.
Like my PO was just constantly like I demonized him for mad long, but then I realized that every time I went to court and the judge wanted to slay me, my PO was like, "Yo, give this kid a chance. Let him go to treatment." You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of them is good, man.
Yeah.
You'll get cool ones here and there.
Yeah, nah, it was hard though for the first, cause there was a time where I had 5 POs in 9 months.
Oh, fuck.
Cause like my original PO left for parole, and then they had this dude, Tom Holden, that had he had my case while I was in jail. Literally, they switched my PO right as I got arrested. Like, it was like within like 3 days of that. So
That's
it's like,
wild.
this dude's supposed to go to court and advocate for me. But I've never met him a day in my life.
Right.
Because, I mean, you know what I mean? Because, like, I was locked up and I was trying to write him letters, trying to call the probation office from the phone. No pickups, nothing.
Right,
so
right.
it's like, and then the judge, I was about to just take the time, and she was like, well, you could either do 2 county years or you could go to treatment up in Ithaca. And I was like, 2 county years, I'd rather go to state prison. Because honestly, Broome County Jail is like,
They say it's
that's
like
not
the
for
worst place, bro.
It is, bro.
That's what I heard.
It is, bro. It's terrible. The food, the clothing, everything.
Motherfuckers dying there. You
Yeah.
know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, yes.
Yo, the COs beat the
Yeah,
shit out of my boy.
Word, I don't
while
fuck
I
with
was in
none
the
of them.
box.
Like, you gotta understand that the people around here that become COs or cops, like, they're bad people.
Yeah.
Maybe some of them are decent when they start, but they don't end up that way, bro. Them jobs eat your soul regardless. I could never do nothing like that.
No, me neither.
You know, I've been a security guard. I love being a security guard, bro, because it's the illest job ever. I'll be like smoking weed and shit with the cleaners or whatever, and like then I'll get a little paranoid, like, oh shit, and then I remember I'm the one in charge. Motherfuckers, like, yeah. So being a security guard is the shit. But when I would do that job, I worked for many different things with security, and when I would do it, all the fucking coworkers, they want to be cops, and it's like, nah, bro, you're doing it wrong. If you want to really enjoy this shit, just chill.
Yeah,
you don't
that's a
want to be
fact.
cops. You don't want to be a cop.
No.
So, you know, I've done the security thing, but that's as close as I could ever get to the law enforcement, you know.
Yeah.
I don't do shit. I just get high and sleep.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take like a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Her people.
So we back.
tastes
Yeah,
good.
but nah, those are good cards.
Her people.
My favorite is Hibiscus Sunrise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have a specific flavor. Ask him. Like anytime I get a box.
Every time.
That one, even if I don't smoke like any other ones, Hibiscus Sunrise, that's mine. Like nobody else is getting that. Nobody.
Yeah, you really seem to enjoy that hibiscus.
Yeah, no, I can't control myself with that one.
I like that sour diesel one you got over here, man.
Yeah, no,
That
these-
is good.
yeah, and these come with like a QR code, so you can check to see if they're authentic.
Okay.
And every time I've checked, they're authentic.
Nice, man.
And then when you scan it again after you already did it the first time, it'll say this QR code has already been used.
Yeah.
So it's not like people can repackage them or anything.
No doubt, man.
So I like that. I kind of like the direction it's moving in New York with that, but honestly, like they've given like 3 licenses for the southern tier.
Yeah.
Like, so
What are
what's-
they
what's
doing with the
point?
sticker shops? Sometimes they'll.
That's
like,
what I've been.
Sometimes
wondering.
they'll kick their doors in. Sometimes they won't. Like you gotta pay to play. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
these motherfuckers not paying to play. You know what I mean? I don't. You got.
Probably.
This is notoriously one of the most filthiest police departments in America. I imagine Binghamton Police, like in Johnson City too. All these motherfuckers. So you know, you grease them wheels, you can do anything you want.
That's a
But,
fact.
so I imagine that the ones that are getting their doors kicked in ain't greasing them wheels. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And motherfuckers are getting robbed left and right too. They don't
Yeah.
report that to the boys, but everybody in the streets knows. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are getting robbed all the time.
Yeah, you see how your studio out here is, how it's all boarded up and shit.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of the sticker shops look right now. Like
Uh-huh.
they get robbed once, man, and all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden they make a little cubby hole with the glass, like you're
Yo,
fucking Kennedy's.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
none
that's
of
funny.
these motherfuckers have security. None of them.
No.
Yeah.
So as we were talking, I am a security guard, and I will, do what needs to be done when I'm not sleeping and getting high. So that's,
I should honestly introduce you to my boy Cody, because he's got a spot right on, like, it's right at the end of East Clinton Street before you go over the bridge and it turns into Clinton Street.
Yeah.
He probably could.
Well,
I'll talk to him about you.
motherfuckers definitely need security all around this town. Like, you know what I mean? Because if a wolf is hungry, he's gonna eat any of these shops, and it's
Oh,
already
yeah.
happening all the
Right.
time. And it's like, why don't you motherfuckers get some security? Like, it's pretty simple. Have you ever seen any of these shops? Yo, go to Cali. You'll not go anywhere. You're not gonna see like this shit. You know what I mean? Everybody got security, so that's just like a crazy thing. If I was in my youth, like when we used to be running the streets, oh my God, Denzel, even when I first started working with you, when I was still a wild man in my 20s, like I would have fucking been eating every one of them spots, bro. I would have shut every one of them
yeah.
down myself. It's crazy, like. But these kids these days, most of them are puss, so they don't even think about it.
Nah.
They're in their fucking phone. They're in their fucking world. you know what I mean?
So distracted.
Yeah.
And they were raised by an iPad.
Absolutely.
It's actually really sad, honestly.
Bro,
It's like, how do you just let electronics raise your kids?
I seen, it's funny because I'm starting to become different than when I was younger. Like, I'm learning that everything I knew was a lie. Everything I thought I knew is shit. And now I see people with, like, trailer trash, I guess you could say, with, like, the girl's pregnant, the guy's running around, they got a couple kids already, and it's like, that's wonderful. Back in the day, I was like, fucking, but now I look at that, that's a great thing, because we need to have more people. We need to have more population.
That's a fact.
Like, they don't want us to do that.
Because
So
we're below replacement
Right.
level right now.
Absolutely, dude, and it's
And a lot of people don't know that.
Absolutely.
It's crazy you know that.
and it's getting worse and worse. So they want you to see those families and look at them like, oh, what the fuck are they reproducing for? But really, you need to see that and be like, that's what needs to be done. Like,
Yeah.
we need more of that. Yeah, we can. Maybe some of the people can be a little more intelligent, but we need more of that.
It's gonna be a cost, man.
And cats ain't telling you that, yo. Everything is a lie, bro. That's what I found out. Once I found out that all the rap shit was a lie, all these people I looked up to and thought, was this and that. Once I found out that was all bullshit, it was easy for me to look at everything else. And everything we're taught, bro, since we're born is a lie. I don't even know where we are, dude. On some real shit, I don't know where we are. I don't know what this planet is. I don't know what the fuck it is. And if you look deep enough into it, you'll see, like, we don't really know too much. We get told a bunch of bullshit and we just go with it. And they don't want you to look into stuff either,
No, they want a bunch of robots.
Right, that's what they're
I
getting.
mean, we're still on like, it was created by the Rockefeller Foundation.
Absolutely.
Like the way like kids are educated.
Yeah, they
And
created the school
they're
system.
still educated for like an industrialized America that doesn't even exist anymore.
Exactly.
You know?
They're taught to be good workers and not thinkers and not, you know what I mean, not challenge the status quo.
Exactly.
And that goes all the way up into higher education. And the funny thing is, like, the more schooling you have, you're not fucking fit to really do anything else in the world, so you go into education. You'll see these people, you know what I mean? They go to school for 10 fucking years in college or whatever the fuck, and they got nothing else that they
I know
could do.
so
they
people like
work
that.
at college, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, that's not the real world. I need the kids if any fucking kids, anybody in their teens is listening to this, that shit is not the real world. College, all that shit is fake, and they want you to put you in a little box. They taught us. That's all they taught us when I was young, is go to college, go to college, go to college.
Yeah.
Now, if you know what you're going for and you have something that you need a degree for, you know, okay, that's good. But if you're just fucking going to go, don't do that.
Yeah, that was my problem. That's what I did originally.
That's what they told all of us.
I just went because
Our
like,
whole generation, they told
that's
that.
what was expected of me. You
Right.
know what I mean?
And if you don't have, bro, and the funny thing is, like, you'll see the kids that they said were stupid in school. Oh, yeah. Well, now they got fucking, they're in their early 20s and they got their own construction business with their name on fucking trucks driving by.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? These are kids
exactly.
that, like, that's what we need more of. We need more of people like that. We don't need all these fucking mindless drones going to these colleges. I'm telling you, bro, when I worked there, it was the craziest shit I'd ever seen. It's not what it used to be.
No, that's a fact. I mean, none of this is what I want. I didn't go to college for any of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I went to college to either be a lawyer, and then when I went to BCC, it was for marketing and sales. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
it's not literally none of this is what I was
Right.
trained for. So
Right.
I realized, like, just get your camera and just start learning how to make your art and perfect your craft. You could probably vibe with that. You probably know a lot about that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I did go to college for a little bit for video, but they don't teach anything there, man. They can't teach you how to think. You know, they don't teach you how to hustle. That's stuff that
Yeah.
you have to learn out in the field.
I don't
Yeah,
regret my
that's
time
right.
at BCC because I met Movie Mike, I met Adasa Tariq, I met some good people that helped me along my path, you know, with music and shit like that. But, you know, that was just community college, and it was a long time ago when shit was a little different.
Right.
Now things are different, and I would suggest against it to anybody young listening.
It's wild. They even got dorms at, like, Broome. They
Yeah,
got
I know.
dorms at Monroe Community College. They got rooms at OCC.
Dude, shit
Like,
is really
they have
wild.
dorms. Well, like, why would you leave the county and spend an extra $10,000 a year just to go to get the same education at a community college? You know what I mean?
Yo, when I went to BCC with Movie Mike, the shit was like, let's keep it real, Movie Mike. Like, the shit was a joke. Like, I was selling fucking drugs to the teachers that were teaching me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, let's keep it a buck. Movie Mike knows. It's been forever. It don't matter. They're probably still fucking teaching, running the communications
Right.
department. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, we
yeah.
were really, like, it was really like that. And it's like, how am I going to respect you, like, as a teacher when you're copping from me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, shit was
That's a
funny.
fact.
Shit's
Right.
funny. So it was
That's a
more.
fact.
It was more or less just fun. You know what I mean? When me and Movie Mike were there,
It was fun, man.
you know, it was different. Like, you could. Like, I was wild. We would smoke mad weed. This is when weed was illegal and shit too.
Back
We
in
would
the
smoke
day.
mad weed
Like,
and this,
super
like,
illegal.
Yeah, and like we would just get high. It was fun because someone like me, I never went to high school. I was always, and you know, that's another thing. I thought when I realized everything was a lie, and I've been lied to my whole life. No wonder I didn't go to high school. No wonder I didn't like that shit. I knew it was bullshit. You know what I mean? Even subconsciously,
Yeah.
I knew like this is all bullshit.
Took
So-
me to my senior year.
Yeah.
And I got the senioritis super bad.
Bro, I had that shit in ninth grade.
Yeah.
Everybody, I only made it to ninth grade. Everybody when I was in ninth grade, all my friends, my cousin, they were all in 12th grade. So like, I would hang out with them. I was literally the only one in my grade that could, besides like girls, they would hang out with guys, you know, and shit. because chicks always could. But it was just me, and like the teachers didn't like that, you know, or whatever. So like I was gone. They kicked me out, you know. I was violent too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
A lot of violence, a lot of anger. Still working on that.
Hey,
Still
every day,
working.
bro. Every day. There's days that literally I'll call him over something stupid that somebody said or something,
Yeah.
and it turns into like a 3-hour conversation of him calming me down and like talking me back to like
That's
the
him,
actual
bro.
earth. Always been. Always been.
Bro, that's him. I don't even fuck with Denzel because I don't want to bother him. Like,
Yeah.
he's the real deal. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Because
thank
he's real stoic. He ain't gonna
Super
talk. So he'll just sit
crazy.
there and let you go off.
It's crazy.
I don't need to go off on this poor man. He don't need to hear my nonsense. Because if I go, like, I haven't seen him in like a year probably, and like if I know when I go there, I'm just gonna unload on him. He don't need that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to see him when I'm in a good place. Like,
That's a
you know what I mean?
fact.
Once I get my caddy fix, I'll come over and show you.
Hey, sounds good.
You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be in a good place. I don't want to make him, because he is the yogi. He is the dude. He's the.
Oh, that's a
you know what
super
I mean?
fact.
He's the one.
That's why. I mean, that's why
You've
he's not
always been
co-host,
like that.
'cause I'll just
Yeah,
talk the whole
pretty
time.
much. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
That's the way, bro. You know how hard it is to find somebody that listens nowadays?
Oh, dude.
I got a couple homies that will actually listen, but most people just wait to talk. It's like, holy fuck, man.
That's a fact.
Denzel ain't one of them. You
Nah.
can't get
Nah.
shit out of him.
Yeah, that's a fact. Always gotta at least like if anything, it's like a B plus minimum response from him.
B plus
Like,
minimum.
B plus minimum.
I
You're always
respect
you're
that.
one of those A students
Well, thank
constantly when it comes to emotional intelligence
Well, thank you.
because you be keeping people like super level.
Yeah, he's been a G for a long time. When I used to go see you back in the day, I had a crazy life. I was living a wild life, and you would always, you know, we made good music. We
Oh,
always
yeah.
had good times. Denzel's a good cat.
That's how I heard about you originally was through Denzel.
Yeah, I imagine we put an album out together back in the day.
Me and Denzel, right?
Me and Denzel, yeah, you did the cover for it,
Yeah.
dude. It's always connected.
The Grand Theft Auto theme.
Yeah, that shit's
Yeah.
fire. That album is fire too. It really is.
Yeah, I
That's a
fuck with that.
fact.
We did a video for that too. Movie
Yeah,
Mike didn't
uh-huh.
shoot it though.
No.
Nico shot it. Shouts
Yeah.
to him. I haven't seen him in fucking forever.
I'm pretty sure he has a spot here on the 3rd floor.
Oh, where he's here?
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I haven't. Now it's not like he's like too busy or Hollywood to holler at me, but I just haven't hollered at him.
Right.
But
Yeah.
every time I would, he was pretty busy. This is a few years ago though.
Yeah.
Time goes by fast in this fucking place.
Dude,
too.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to get out. I try, you know, I don't promote my shit here. I try to be more like national than local
yeah.
because it don't get me nowheres here. But it's crazy how fast. Like it's crazy that I feel like I was just at your house recently,
Right.
but it wasn't recent at all.
No.
That's the Twilight Zone for you.
Man, the time is weird.
People don't understand.
I mean, I remember, God, it still feels like yesterday that I would walk to Lower Mary Street with my backpack on, and we would just sit there, and you'd make a beat, and I would just sit there writing with the beat on repeat for the first, like literally starting from the beginning every time, and I'll rap it, write one more line, just run it back, write it, or go.
Denzel's
one
the
more
king of
line.
Mary Street.
Oh yeah,
He's the boss.
I mean,
let's
he's-
not get too carried away.
I mean,
Nah, man, that's-
you moved up on the hill.
And you know what? It's a little bit nicer up there.
Oh, it's definitely
Absolutely.
way more quiet.
No disrespect.
Nah, absolutely. You got a nice spot up there, bro. I was actually proud of you when I come there and see that's your crib, that's your spot. Like, I remember telling my girl, yo, my man Denzel got himself a spot, and it's back, you know, in his home area, and it's just a good thing. It's a positive
And that
thing.
studio room is sick.
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck
he's
yeah.
got his own booth. We just got to cut a window out of the door.
Right, yeah.
You know? But head wrap, Mike.
Oh,
might,
yeah.
might
Dude
not
that
be
comes
too
over and fix
thrilled.
stuff? Nah,
Might
probably
not be too thrilled.
I wrapped some shit up in there before. I wrapped
Yep.
some shit, man. I got a little equipment at my house. If you need anything, I can bring it by sometime or something. I got to get back with Denzel. This is good that I come here.
Yeah, nah, he's about to teach me how to start making beats.
What kind of beats you gonna make?
It's a good question.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Like
we'll
what?
see.
What's your style that you're into?
I don't even have a style. I don't even
Huh?
know how to put a kicker drum in. I don't know
Oh,
how to
okay.
put a hi hat.
So he's
I
in
mean,
a straight
I know,
teacher.
I know the difference, but
Okay.
right now I'm like crawling. I'm not even to the point of walking yet.
I don't even know these days. Like, is there producers out here in Binghamton?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
A ton
yeah.
of them. Yeah.
There's a couple really good ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody put me on.
Chais and Doug.
Chai's producers?
Yeah, he makes his own beats. I'm pretty sure.
I know
Because he's
Doug
been-
definitely does.
Yeah, Doug 100% does.
Chai's is obviously my homie. He's done probably 3 of my albums. Like,
He does good work.
you
Yeah,
gotta
he does super
understand,
good work.
me and him come up at the same time in the same area, so obviously we're acquainted, you know. And he has the bug like I do when it comes to gambling. So I haven't recorded with him in a few years, but I run into him once in a while at the casino, dap him up, you know. He's real good at craps. That
Yeah.
motherfucker can play craps like nobody's business. So
Nah,
that-
he's a good dude.
yeah, that's my man's. I fuck with everybody locally too. That's another thing. Shouts to everybody that makes music out here.
For real, though.
I don't. If I
That's a
don't know you,
fact.
shout to you anyway because it's a good thing and that's what we need.
And hit me up in the inbox and come on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
You know.
That'd be dope.
How'd you come up with the name Blacked?
Well, so it's just because I kept getting blocked on Facebook, so it's like it
Oh, it's
literally
blocked.
turned into a name.
I thought it was blacked. It's blocked.
Blocked.
Don't matter
Okay.
either way. But yeah, it's basically about how like because originally, like I said, it was more like recovery focused.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in recovery and a lot of people who've had issues in the past, they get literally like completely blocked out of living like a real life. Like a job's not going to hire them because they
Yeah.
have felonies. You can't get living space. Like you
Right,
can't
right.
get any like DSS or nothing, no food stamps. And they give these people $200 in gate money and say, have a good life. And stay, don't come back. You know what I mean? So it's more just about like changing the perspective on that. Like I have a guest lined up. He's a social worker, works with like addict parents of kids
Yeah.
that go to public school, and like my lawyer's gonna come on here. So I mean, the whole goal of it wasn't like to really do anything except for save a life. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
people can hear the words and be shown that you can like do a whole 180, like as long as they're like, wow, I listened to this and it makes me not want to use, you know, that's what the goal is. And I've had people inbox me already, thankfully, like I said last time, about like I didn't drink today because I listened to you instead, or
Right.
I didn't do this today because I listened to you instead. So
It's a good motivator.
yeah, that's all it was. Cause like I wasn't worried about making money at first, nothing like that. Still not really.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just want to grow and get the word out, and in the meantime, promote people that are cool. You know, like that are cool with being like that. Like, I mean, you've helped me. I mean, how many videos have I sent you of the equipment and everything?
Right.
You know what I mean? Just to ask your opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to be who I needed, man.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have anybody
I
show me this
appreciate
shit.
that. I
respect it.
genuinely appreciate that. Because there's a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have without, like, talking to you first. You know what
Right.
I mean? So I genuinely appreciate the help with everything.
No doubt,
And it's
man.
just,
I fuck
It's
with the
starting to
name
work.
blocked. I like that blocked name. I
Yeah.
like that too. I can
that was
relate
because I
to
kept getting, like, blocked off of Facebook.
it. Word.
So I was just like, that's going to be my name.
I'm heavily blacklisted on like Twitter and shit like that. Like I got like close to 1,000 followers on Twitter, and I'll tweet and they'll tell me now that Elon Musk took over, it tells you like who you're fucking, how many people see your tweet or whatever, all that shit. So I got like 1,000 people that follow me, almost 800, whatever the fuck, and like 13 people will see my tweet. every
I gotta
time, or
delete
7 will
mine.
see it, and it's like what? That's not even 1%,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, so I'm really heavily blacklisted. Now, most of that's because of all the wild shit that I've talked. But,
Yeah.
you know, That's what it is. I'm never gonna stop that.
Bro, I gotta find out a way to delete my Twitter because the name of it is John Wilkes Booth. Like,
That's
when
pretty
you
good.
type in my government name, that comes up, and I'm just like, yo, I was 18, 19.
That's a
like,
funny ass name.
Like, don't judge me. Don't judge me for that, please.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. If I ever get famous or like some money up, I'll delete my Twitter immediately before anybody can fucking take any of them shots off. You know what I
Get
mean?
rid of that evidence.
It's got to be big money though, because I'm not selling myself for nothing. I had plenty of opportunities, and here I am. You know, like I didn't do it, won't do it. It'd have to be something crazy.
Speaking of opportunities, you're not sponsored by Game Cigarillos, right?
Oh, shout out to Game. That's what I'm trying to get sponsored by Game. That's why I'm rocking all this Game gear. Bro, it's really my girl because she's a fucking nerd. We smoke mad games, right? So
They're good.
She's, she grew up old
green
school.
ones.
Her parents was probably cigarette smokers. She grew up with Marlboro Miles or whatever the fuck, where you could get stuff for smoking them. So I'll be smoking Blue Games. That's my favorite shit, Blue Game. It reminded me of a Blue Dutch. That's what we used to smoke growing up. Vanilla Dutches,
Oh yeah.
So
the ones in the plastic tubes.
Yes, he knows.
Yeah.
So Blue Games remind me of that. So I've been smoking Blue Games for years. And now when you buy them, they got this fucking thing on the back that gives you points. So she fucking scans it every time. And bro, we smoke enough games to where I got this shirt, I got this hat, I got some shorts, I got a hoodie, I got fucking sweatpants. So shouts to Game. I really
That's
do
dope.
want to get fucking sponsored by them. I don't know what I gotta do, but shouts to them. If anybody can put me in touch, I would really appreciate that.
That's a
that'd be
fact.
dope.
Cause it's funny.
That'd be a dope sponsorship.
Exactly.
Game cigarillos and everything.
Nobody
That'd be
don't
super
smoke as
dope.
many games as me, man. So I feel like I should get the sponsorship before I get the lung cancer. At least.
That's the thing. I did give it up. I literally only smoke pens anymore.
Bro, I'm
'Cause
so old school.
I can't smoke flower without any tobacco in it. And
Yeah,
I
you
like
smoke
quitting it.
cigs probably,
Yeah,
huh?
no, I
Oh, shit.
I quit all nicotine.
Good for
It's
you.
been
man.
like almost 5, 6.
I figured since
Wow.
you're
It's been a
basically
minute.
since you're recovered, like 99% of them cats smoke cigs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
nah, that's
I'm
a-
surprised
no,
that
that's
you
a
don't.
fact.
That's really wild.
Because
that
I
you don't.
mean, I used to on the way home when I worked at Foot Locker, I used to smoke like 4 Camel Reds, and that it's like an 8-minute drive. So I was just like, just like angrily smoking them.
Bro,
Like
I
my
know.
homies used to call me Darth Vader or Darth Maul because like the cherry would get like that long as I'm smoking it, and I just gotta throw it out the window. Like,
Yeah, you was definitely wilding.
yeah.
You was wilding.
Oh yeah, I was not.
I think
That-
I've been cigarette clean for like 9 years, going on 10.
That's solid.
Yeah, going on
That's
10.
super sick.
But
Because
the-
honestly, cigs are so hard to quit, bro.
Not for me, it was easy. I was going out.
That's crazy.
Listen, this is the deal. I'll tell a story real quick. Cigarettes was like $4 or $5 in PA stuff, But then they raised them shits up to like $6, $7 or some shit.
Bro, it's not even really worth it to go down
And,
there.
well, I had a girl that lived with me, and she was my girlfriend, and she was fucking nuts. And shouts to her. She was a nice girl. I probably drove her crazy more than anything. But she was nuts, though. And she smoked like a chimney. So I had to, it was either I quit. I couldn't afford to buy us both. I was paying for everything. So I couldn't afford to buy us both cigarettes. So it was either she keeps smoking and I live, or, I fucking probably get my throat slit while I'm sleeping. And you know what I mean? So she got to keep smoking the cigarettes, and I just quit. And that was the easiest thing I ever did. Swear to God, it wasn't
That's
even hard.
sick.
But I did smoke more blunts and more weed. And ever since then, 9 years ago, I've been smoking more.
Yeah.
And then I can't quit the blunts. I got a couple of OGs.
I used to just mix like literally pipe tobacco with my weed and put it in a bong and just go to town. Make it
Mike
pass out.
Rifey. Shout out to Mike Rifey. That was his thing. He loved that. He would always put the tobacco in my bong, and I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yo, the way it hits.
Yeah, people like that. But yeah, so I quit cigarettes because I had to financially, you know,
Yeah.
and at the time, and it was a good decision. Looking back, I'm happy I did, but I wish I could cut back the blunts. But until I do, game, holla at me. Come on, give me something, please. Whatever, you know, I need some sponsors. I was gonna start my own little podcast, but I don't got shit like this. I was just gonna be talking into the fucking ranting into the webcam.
Hey, that's what you can do. You can get a good webcam for like $80.
I don't know if
And then
anyone
you're
would
good like
watch it,
that.
but my
You'd be surprised.
my E-Fluent page.
You'd be surprised.
If
like,
I put it on my E-Fluent
we
page,
got-
that gets lots of views.
like we
for
get
my
a
music.
decent amount of views. Yeah, that's a fact.
So if I put it on with that, I sneak it on there, you know, and just have a couple rants.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get angry sometimes, and I think other people are too. And
Oh, yeah.
nobody,
100%.
But nobody talks about it. So if I maybe talk about that, maybe. But I don't know about YouTube, you know.
So
You gotta be careful with YouTube.
Right, yeah, no, for sure.
what do you guys do with the Light Factory?
Oh man, so the Light Factory is split up between 4 different entrepreneurs.
Okay.
We have Johannes Bailey there.
Yep.
We have Julio Bravo. He's a
I know-
photographer.
Yeah, I know Julio. too.
Drew Lewis.
Drew's the only one that I don't know personally.
Big Drew. Big
Shout out to
Drew,
Big
man.
Drew.
Yeah,
Big Drew just put
I
this
know he
together
puts a
for me.
lot. That's sick.
He's,
Oh, he made that for you?
yeah,
Yo,
he's
Big
launching
Drew's
a
nasty,
new.
bro.
He's
He can do
launching a new
everything.
business right now.
That's sick.
He's going to be doing all this kind of shit, man.
He can
So-
do everything, man. Good for him.
But yeah, it's the 4 of us in there, plus whoever's like the co-owner of the businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of people that come through there, man.
That's
And
fire.
we mainly use the space for meetings right now. Like I don't get much photography business.
Yeah.
But I just love going there and meeting and shooting the shit with people and like coming up with ideas and shit. You know, it's just a nurturing environment for a creative.
No, that's a fact. Like the videos that y'all have shown, like
Big shout to Johannes.
that
too.
looks like sick.
Yeah, man.
Big shout to Johannes. He's a good dude. That fucking place, it
He
has
used
a
to
good
be a
feeling.
nurse, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
He used to be a nurse, and
Yeah.
he was one of my nurses when I was in detox.
He's a very compassionate
He's a
man.
good dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's a super good dude.
And that place is good, man. That Light Factory, it's got good energy.
Yeah.
You know, we've done some stuff.
I'll have to
there.
get over there sometime.
Yeah, come check it out, man. Sometime we could just sit in the kitchen and shoot the shit and
Yeah,
give you a little tour.
definitely.
You know.
So, where can people find you on social media?
So for myself individually, just look me up on Facebook, Michael J. Rudolph. You used to be able to just type in Movie Mike and find me. So if you could
I
do
think
that.
you still can, because I forget sometimes your last name, and I'll like type in movie, and you're the first one that pops up.
I'm not really pushing anything else individually, but my Gold Ribbon Media, we just launched a new YouTube page about a month ago, and that is
I just subscribed right before you
Subscribe,
came.
subscribe.
yeah, subscribe, please, man. We need that 1,000. You know how it goes. We need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and then we could monetize. But it's not even really about that right now. We just want people to like enjoy the content.
Yeah.
Let them know that we're a force out here, man, and we're providing content, entertainment for years to come for this area.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
we
what
want
we're trying to do.
we want to leave a legacy. Like we want this place to have an industry when we're done here, man.
Yeah, I like
So-
that.
Movie Mike, you the
Where-
fucking man, bro. You're such an inspiration. I really love you, man.
Where can they
Thanks,
find
man. I
you,
love you too.
on Facebook?
Me? Oh, I don't got Facebook. I got off Fedbook long time ago. I do have Twitter, which is the same fucking thing. Probably full of feds too. But my Twitter is at E-Fluent, E-F-L-U-E-N-T. That's where I talk most of my crazy shit, plus gambling advice and, you know, just degeneracy all around. And I have an Instagram. My fucking Instagram got hacked a while
Yeah,
back.
I seen
bro.
that.
Were they asking you for money and shit?
They
Like,
sent
you
me a
know?
message, but I wasn't on it
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point.
it's some bullshit, bro. So my E-Fluent one got hacked, and I made a new one. I tried to tell these fuckers for like a year now, take that shit down. They won't take it down. But anyway, real E-Fluent is my Instagram. So, you know, if the other motherfucker hits you, it's obviously a bot asking for money. Whatever. I don't play that shit. I ain't asking. I don't know how they fucking hack my shit either, bro. But whatever. So yeah, real E-Fluent at Instagram until they take the other shit down. And, at E-Fluent Twitter. And I got E-Fluent TV on YouTube. Subscribe to that if you like that. I might start putting out some rants. There's a lot of music on there. Movie Mike's directed a lot of my videos on there. Shit looks good.
Yeah, man.
Perfect. Appreciate you guys coming down, especially on such short notice.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
guys.
Sorry for my drunken ramblings. I didn't know I was
we
coming
enjoyed
here
it.
until I had already
That's-
been
hey,
quite
man.
under the influence. But you know,
I
I
enjoyed
love
it.
you all. I'm sorry that I know it's a recovery podcast. So
Oh, no,
I
you're
mean
good,
to
bro.
disrespect it.
Nah, not at all.
But I hope everybody, you know, I wish them strength and whatever they need to make it through the day.
I like that.
Good.
I like that.
We good.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. We'll see you soon.
Sounds like
All right, so last thing we got here is E-Fluent about to drop some shit.
Yeah, I do a little rap for you, man. You know. Go get Broken Kings too if you feel so inclined to. My next project coming out is gonna be free for everybody. Every summer I like to put out a freestyle tape where I just, you know, go over beats that I love. It's called the Joey Free Tape. So this is gonna be Joey Free Tape 3. The Joey 3 tape, I'm gonna call it.
I like that.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be
That's
good.
clever.
I just pick like my favorite beats, old school beats, whatever, and just rap over them. But I'll kick something for you, you know what I mean? Just so y'all know, lyrics is still alive in the 6-0 Lucky. No beat, nothing, acapella, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
Let's get it. Listen. Platinum Kush up in that blue game blicker. We roll it right, hold the lighter to it, blue flame flicker. A new day enters, my shades is dark. Many years I played the part, 20 beers deep. I was a mess when I displayed the art. My talent can't account for my failure scars, and the balance on this Libra scale can't weigh out the trailer parks. Don't ever mix me up with Yellow Wolf or Asher Roth or Marlon Croft or any other white rapper you callin' soft. I put the pistol in your mother's mouth that sounded off. Christ like the way that I'm the one you bound across towns, they heard you not the boss. Stop it, dog, I'm tired of rapping for these awful blogs. I don't give a fuck, they like it, they can listen up. If they hate it, they can write about it like my shit's a dub. Either way, I won, cause I got you thinking about me. Salad Jerry rum, I remember drinking proudly. I've been hustling since your mama was in high school. She copped the weed from a 7th grader, cause I'm cool. We talking 20 years, young, and you ain't made a move. I would never tell you what they told me, stay in school. That's a scam to the fullest extent. Never jam with revolvers once them bullets get spent, but that's light. Something heavy hit and level your sight. Peep the flash off the barrel from the devil that's white. And even though the flow poetical is never polite, you need to know to reach a better view, just measure the height. Whatever I write is taken with a shaker of sea salt. But you don't never want to get that chamber to revolve, anger to recall and surface again. Politicians, I don't think nobody's worthless as them. Opposition's not a problem when your circle is swept weekly. Granddaddy Purple's my best seedling. Let's have a moment of silence for the fallen street soldiers of violent wars as time ignores all restrictions. This what you call religious wisdom, as the elders sit and bicker over fallen winter, crawling into summer, riding low as I can, till you all begin to wonder just how focused I am. Real focus, my plans come to fruition at last, and every beat I get from records, ammunition I stash. Let's shoot. Come on, motherfucker, let's shoot.
Let's go.
Come on.
Damn.
Went in.
Yeah, we going in. Acapella, we don't need no beats. You know what it is. Broken Kings 2 everywhere. Joey Free Tape, Joey 3 Tape, coming soon. Peace.
Damn, yo. All right, y'all. Have a good night this time, for real.